Morning everyone, and welcome to day 4 of the foam rolling challenge. Today's exercise is going to focus on the hamstring muscles, which is a very common area of tightness. Again, I'm not going to go into too much detail about why they tighten up, other than just to give you a brief outline. So the main reason is often to do with lifestyle factors. So for example, if you have an office job or if you sit down in your car all day, you're going to be shortening through this area as that knee is in that bent position. A lot of runners as well don't really use their glutes very much, and also use their quads through their full range of motion. So as a result, you get a lack of extension through the hip, and also a lack of extension in the knee as well. So as a result, this knee is allowed to bend, and then that's obviously going to shorten the hamstrings. Some runners that I see running along, at no point during their gait cycle is their knee actually fully extended. So that means that there's always some sort of bend in the knee, and therefore the hamstrings are never going to be used through that full range. So they're obviously going to get tight and limited because of that. So there's going to be a couple of exercises I'm going to show you to release off the hamstrings. So the first one we're going to need our sort of big roller for. It's going to be very similar to the exercise that we did the other day for the calves, except this time obviously we're going to go higher up. So again, preferably it'll be good if you can concentrate a bit more weight into the roller like so, but of course there's that option as well to have that leg down if you would prefer. Couple of technical points: don't obviously put pressure behind the knee. Some foam rolling videos that I've seen online do actually exert a lot of pressure behind the knee because they actually tell you sometimes to roll over it. Please don't do that because it's not designed to take that much pressure, okay? So we should only start just above the knee, so we don't want to be rolling over the back at all. Also with the foot, similar thing really to the calves the other day. We don't want the foot to be really plantar flex or really dorsiflex like that. We just want it nice and loose in neutral so that we're not affecting the posterior chain going all the way up. Although it's not as essential as obviously in the calves. So again, we're going to start and we're going to just go really nice and slow. We're not going to do it really quick. It's not a race, okay? And we want to obviously stop on any of those points where you feel it's quite tight. Now with the hamstrings, it is quite a large muscle, so you might struggle to get the whole muscle in without having to sort of move your arms, etc. That's fine. What you can do in that case is you can do half the muscle, so you just go halfway up and down, and then once you release that part off, then you can sort of reposition yourself and do the top half. But if you can obviously do it in one, then that's fine as well. Okay, so we're just going to go as far up as we can, so it's sort of just getting into that top of the hamstring, bottom of the glute sort of area. Okay, and then the other exercise that I'm going to show you is a bit more concentrated. We're going to use our hockey ball again. So quite often people, and I've had several clients that are like this, they have a lot of tightness in the proximal hamstring, so at the very sort of top of the hamstrings around here. Quite often, again, this is because they're not using their glutes, so if they don't really squeeze their glutes while they're running, they compensate by using the tops of the hamstrings instead. So this is an area that gets quite tight as a result of that as well. So we're going to use our hockey ball. So this is just better because it's more concentrated, it's smaller and hard, so that you can get into that small area a bit better than this sort of bulky roller. Okay, and same thing applies, just move it around, find obviously the more painful spots where you've got a bit of a knot or something, and then obviously focus on those a bit more. Okay, so there are your 2 exercises for today. Again, let me know how you get on. Keep commenting, liking, sharing the post. Let's try and get as many people on board as we can. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 5.